Hello everyone. Today we'll be studying about the work done by single stage reciprocating air compressor. First we need to understand what is single stage. Single stage means pressure is achieved in one step. Means if we require pressure 1 to 9 bar, then we achieve it in single stroke. So it is known as single stage compressor. Coming to the work done on single stage reciprocating air compressor without clearance. What is clearance volume? Clearance volume is the volume between the cylinder head and the piston when the piston is at the TDC, that is top dead center. Piston top position is known as piston TDC and bottom position is known as BDC. This is a PV diagram or the indicator diagram for the single stage reciprocating air compressor. As shown here, we are having single stage single acting reciprocating air compressor. The various processes involved over here are P1 to 1 is the suction process, 1 to 2 is compression process according to the law PV to the power n is equal to constant, and 2 to P2 is delivery process where the air is delivered to the storage vessel. Let us see the working. First, fresh air is sucked in this process, that is from P1 to 1. It is being compressed to the till it achieves the pressure P2, and this high pressure air is delivered to the storage vessel, and we can use it for the various application. We also know the various applications of the compressed air such as spray painting. It can be used for cleaning of the workshop, or it can also be used for filling the air in the tire tubes. Okay. The shaded area under this PV diagram shows the work done. This area. We need to calculate what will be the work done in order to drive this compressor. So work done is equal to area P1, 1, 2, P2 and P1. Now in order to get this area, we can split the area into 3 parts. So first part is area O, A, 2, P2, O. This is the first rectangle we have considered. The second part we have considered is A, 2, 1, B and A. Here we are considering only the area, not the processes. Minus area O, P1, 1, B, O, which is another rectangle. So we can say that we have added rectangle O, A, 2, P2, O to the particular area A, 2, 1, B, A, and minus the smaller rectangle, that is O, P1, 1, B and O, will give this particular area of hatching lines. Okay. Now we consider this particular area O, A, 2, P2, O. It is nothing but the area of the rectangle with height P2 and width is V2. So the area will be P2, V2. Now 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is nothing but polytropic compression process. So the area of this particular polytropic compression process is given by P2 V2 minus P1 V1 upon n minus 1 by integration. Then the next area is O, P1, 1, B, O, which is a rectangle with height P1 and width V1. So the area of this rectangle will be P1, V1. So the work required to drive this compressor will be this particular term. Now we will use our basic concept to drive the final compression, the work required to drive the compressor. Just now we have seen the areas, that is the hatched areas, and in order to get that hatched area we have considered the bigger rectangle, the area under the curve for the processes 1 to 2 minus the smaller rectangle. So this is the work done which we have got. Now we will simplify this term, P2V2 plus P2V2 upon n minus 1 minus P1V1 upon n minus 1 minus P1V1. We will take P2V2 common. So when we take P2V2 common, what is remaining is 1 plus 1 upon n minus 1, and here we are taking P1V1 common, so we get 1 upon n minus 1 plus 1. Now taking the LCM, we get P2V2 n minus 1 plus 1 upon n minus 1 minus P1V1 in the bracket 1 plus n minus 1 upon n minus 1. Cancelling the common terms, we get P2V2 bracket n upon n minus 1 minus P1V1 bracket n upon n minus 1. From this term we take n upon n minus 1 as common. So what is remaining is n upon n minus 1 bracket P2V2 minus P1V1. So again from this term we take P1V1 common, and in the bracket we get is P2V2 upon P1V1 minus 1. So this term or this expression we can give it as equation number 1. Now we will consider polytropic compression process. Consider 1 to 2 polytropic compression process, and we know that P1V1 to the power n is equal to P2V2 to the power n. Therefore P1 upon P2 is equal to V2 upon V1 to the power n, or it can be also written as P1 upon P2 to the power 1 upon n is equal to V2 upon V1. We'll just rearrange it. It can be also written as P2 by P1 to the power minus 1 upon n is equal to V2 upon V1. Now we substitute this value in the equation number 1. So when we substitute the values of V2 by V1 in the equation 1, we get n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 bracket P2 upon P1 into this term P2 by P1 minus 1 upon n minus 1. Then by simplifying these two terms, we get n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 bracket P2 by P1 to the power 1 minus 1 upon n minus 1. Work done is equal to, just simplify taking the LCM, n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 whole bracket P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1. So finally we have this expression as the work done. Now using P1 V1 is equal to MRT1, we can also get the work done as n upon n minus 1 MRT1 bracket P2 by P1 n minus 1 upon n minus 1. So this is the expression for the work done with clearance or without clearance. Now coming to the work done on single stage reciprocating air compressor with clearance. Now you can see the PV diagram over here showing the different processes along with the clearance volume, and we need to find out the work done on this single stage reciprocating air compressor. This hash portion is the work done. We'll see the working. Here 4 to 1 is suction process, where suction valve opens, fresh air is sucked at pressure P1. 1 to 2 is polytropic compression, where pressure increases to P2. 2 to 3 is delivery process. The high pressure air is delivered to the storage vessel and the delivery valve closes completely at this point 3. Now when it closes, as we have already seen, a small quantity of air is trapped between the cylinder head and the piston top surface known as clearance space. Now when the piston moves downward for suction stroke, the air trapped in this clearance space expands polytropically to pressure P1. That is this process, expansion process. Okay, now piston moves downward for suction stroke. The air trapped in the clearance space expands polytropically to pressure P1. Here at the top position, clearance volume Vc is equal to the volume V3. Also V1 is equal to V4. Effective swept volume or the actual volume. Volume of air that is being sucked in by the compressor. And V1 till V3 is the swept volume, that is volume swept by the piston in the cylinder. Few things we need to remember is P4 is equal to P1 and P3 is equal to P2. Also curve 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are equal as they are this 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are equal as they are polytropic curves. These are the assumptions that we make. However, the compressed air in the clearance does some work on the piston during the 3 to 4 process in expanding, as reducing the net work required by the compressor. So let us find the net work done for the PV diagram. Therefore, net work done per cycle is equal to area 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is shown by the shaded area in the PV diagram. So in order to get this net work done, we are having area 5, 1, 2, 6, 5 minus area 5, 4, 3, 6 and 5. Means from this outer area, if we minus the inner area, we minus the inner area, we will get the area of the shaded portion. Now from the equation of work done without clearance, just now we have seen, we have derived that work done is equal to N upon N minus 1 P1 V1 in bracket P2 by P1 N minus 1 upon N minus 1. Okay. And for the second part, for finding the second area, we take N upon N minus 1 P4 V4 in bracket P3 by P4 to the power N minus 1 upon N minus 1. We always write initial pressure. Here we are writing the initial pressure, and P1 V1 is the curve here. Like P1 V1 is the curve 1 to 2 and P4 V4 is the curve 3 to 4. We also know that P4 is equal to P1 and P3 is equal to P2. So the equation becomes, first expression will be same, and in the next expression we replace P4 by P1 and P3 by P2. After replacing we get work done is equal to n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 bracket P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1 minus n upon n minus 1 P1 V4 in bracket P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1. We have replaced this term P4 by P1 and P3 by P2. Okay. Now out of this term we are having n upon n minus 1 and P2 by P1 n minus 1 upon n minus 1 as common factor. So taking out the common factors, we get work done is equal to n upon n minus 1 P2 by P1 n minus 1 upon n minus 1 into P1 bracket V1 minus V4. Now V1 minus V4 is nothing but the actual volume. So putting the values of actual volume, we can get work done is equal to n upon n minus 1 P1 VA P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1. So what do we learn from this expression is that even though there is clearance volume present in the compressor, it does not affect the actual work done on the compressor. By seeing both the expression, you can conclude that there is no change in the work done on the compressor given with the clearance volume or without clearance volume. Thank you for hearing, students. See you in the next section.